Alright, welcome to episode 5 of the X Factor Wrestling Show. I've got quite a few questions here. I'm gonna, instead of doing all the snazzy music and the video graphics and stuff, I'm just gonna get right to the questions because there are quite a few of them and I want to get to as many as I can. The first question comes from, where does it say the name here? 22222Y. That's a tough name to go on, but anyways. First question, do you have any idea why Harry Smith's name was changed to D.H. Smith in his debut on Raw? Yes, I do. His real name obviously is Harry Smith. D.H. Smith, by doing that, the WWE retains rights over his name, because if he wrestles under his real name of Harry Smith, the WWE cannot prohibit him from using it in indie promotions, or if you were to eventually leave and go to TNA or Ring of Honor or wherever, or even Japan, I think, he couldn't use the name D.H. Smith, but he could use the name Harry Smith. And so it's WWE's way of keeping, their rights over their, property, and that's why. And the second question is, Owen Hart had to be one of my favorite wrestlers. Do you think WWE will ever make an Owen Hart DVD? As much as I'd love to see that, I don't think it'll happen. I think the WWE would love to do it, but because of the lawsuit that Martha Hart and Owen's family launched on the WWE after his death, I don't think it'll happen, because I don't think that that they would give Vince the go-ahead to even use his name, and because he used his real name, the Hart family has rights over it. And Bret Hart is, I'm a mark for Bret Hart if you can't tell already. He's the sole guy in the Hart family that retained rights over his nickname, Hitman, because it was part of his contract negotiations back in 93 or 94. And if you read his book, you'll read all about that. So instead, I'll just point you to his book, because I'm going to save some time here. Next question comes from Puton69. Do I ever think Shannon Moore will be the Cruiserweight champ? Possibly. I probably not, because I don't think he's as over as he once was. I think that gimmick in ECW with, the Punk gimmick or whatever, I think that really hurt his credibility quite a bit. But, and also, I don't think the WWE takes their cruiserweights very seriously. I couldn't even tell you who the Cruiserweight champ is right now. I thought Hornswoggle, and, I don't even know anymore. I can't even, they don't give it enough airtime. It's possible, their plans change almost on a daily basis, so it's possible, but who knows. Jesse and Festus for WWE Tag Champs, do I think it'll happen? Eventually, maybe. I mean, they kind of remind me of the Godwins a little bit, so I don't know. Again, it's possible. It depends on how over they get with the fans. If the crowd gets into them, then yeah, absolutely. But I think tag teams kind of fall into the same problem as the cruiserweights, that they don't get that much attention, although Cade Murdoch and Matt Hardy and MVP are kind of doing pretty well right now, but the tag team division isn't very strong now, so it's entirely possible, absolutely. And Paul London and Brian Kendrick, I think, are the best right now anyway. A couple of months ago we had a feud between Batista and Undertaker. It ended with Undertaker winning the title, then Edge came and stole it. Do you think this storyline is happening again? No. And the reason I say that is Edge was the Money in the Bank guy. He won it off Kennedy, and the reason they took it off Kennedy was because they thought his injury was more serious than it was, so they gave it to Edge. And then for a ratings stunt, they threw Edge over to SmackDown and took the title off Taker. No, it won't happen again. Edge is coming back for Survivor Series. Absolutely, he will be the champion again, but I don't think Undertaker is going to win the title. I think he's already beaten Batista, and as I'm saying this, I'm unfortunately not able to watch Cyber Sunday until later tonight when I download it. But as I'm posting this, he's actually wrestling the Undertaker right now. So it's entirely possible that this video could just lose all its credibility. But I don't believe Undertaker will win the title. I think Batista he's lost to him 3 times already, or if he did beat him, it was by DQ. I think he'll go over tonight somehow, and I think Edge will take the title off of Batista this time, and then he'll feud with Undertaker going into WrestleMania, and it'll be undefeated streak versus undefeated streak. And what's this one? Now that's an idea for an Elimination Chamber, which, you know, who knows. But the final question comes from Power Wrestling 0000. Who do you think will be Sting's mystery partner? This is TNA, obviously, we're talking about. The answer is Booker T, or King Booker, whatever you want to call him. There were some whispers that it could be Ric Flair. It was very, I never bought into those rumors at all, but just in case you hear the rumor that it's Ric Flair, it's got no credibility at all. It's Booker T, 100%. Booker T, King Booker, whatever you want to call him, that's who it is. And after that, I'm reading over the Cyber Sunday results. I seem to have got a few of them right. I'm a little bit off on some of them. Shawn Michaels beat Orton by DQ, so Orton retains, which is all that's important. I was surprised Triple H and Umaga ended up in a street fight, not a cage fight, but from what I hear, the crowd wasn't too impressed with that, so it may have been fixed somehow. Kane replaced Matt Hardy because Matt Hardy hurt himself on SmackDown, if you noticed all the blood. He actually legitimately required 35 stitches. He cut his head on Rey Mysterio's knee brace. Anyways, keep your questions coming in. I'm going to try and keep these episodes a regular thing, so the more questions you send in, the more frequently I'll post these things, and if anything interesting comes up, then I'll be sure to post that as well. So thanks for your questions, and keep them coming. Thanks for watching.